our final presentation, and I will share screen so we can do that. All right. So our communication objective is to breathe new life into Netflix. We need to remind the target market about the existing benefits while highlighting this new service, the direct from theaters rental. And by doing so, we will be adding value to current memberships, outshine our competitors, and be unique. We noticed in our surveys from Project 2 that Netflix is a really strong membership. I mean, they absolutely have loyal customers. One of the things that we did notice is that the customers we reviewed wanted more movies, better movies, and more services. So we came up with the direct from theaters rental service. Our positioning statement is Netflix seeks to become the #1 choice in video streaming services by continuing to add options and value above and beyond our competitors. Our target market is individuals and heads of families from ages 16 to 45 years old, both domestic and international. We'll be focusing mostly on domestic with our current commercial line, but eventually that would transition into a lot of international. What do they currently think about the product? Well, the current customer base is satisfied but not thoroughly impressed by the current selection offered. They're seeking additional services and options, which is what we're offering. What do we want them to think about the product? That our purpose is to add such a new and satisfying option to Netflix that both current customers as well as those who are not current customers will want to take advantage of this new rental program. And what do we want them to do after this? After they view this advertisement, and we want them to go back to their app and rent new release films, and then proceed promptly to social media and offer word of mouth advertising. What tone should the creative have? The tone that draws the target to a new and interesting option. Our media objectives are with in-app advertising to advertisement that will reach about 60% of our target market in the first month. They will be existing customers and accessing what services they currently have, and then moving on to the new advertising or the new direct from theater service. So they'll be exposed to new rental options sooner and more frequently. We'll be doing TV, YouTube TV, and social networking. And with this, television commercial viewership should reach about 25 to 40% of our target market within the first 2 weeks, and an additional 15 to 20% the following 2 weeks. Commercials are typically skipped, and there will be higher viewing when they are newly seen. We will reach our target within the app at every login for the 4-week period, and probably continue such afterwards as well. And with our television advertising, we plan to have 9 to 12 exposures for our target within 2 months. Jordan?
Yep. So this is our media budget that we came up with, and we put each percentage with it. So for our television advertising, it's going to be about 77% of our budget that our total budget will be towards advertising on the TV. We felt that doing it on YouTube TV for a year was pretty affordable, and that it would be something that people could see, it'd increase their exposures, but it's primarily on the main networks like ABC and CBS. We're just going to do it for 2 months and try to get them those necessary 9 to 12 exposures. And then on Netflix, like we talked about, every time they basically log in, it would come up. We'll do that continuously for a year. On social media, we decided we would again target Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, just the 3 largest ones. And of our budget, they make about 7%. We feel that doing that for a year on each one would really get people amped up, and everybody could see what we were going to be releasing within that time period. And then our direct media, we're going to email all of our current subscribers, and then also have a direct mail proponent to it that would allow us to send like flyers or advertisement in the mail back to somebody as they rent it using our physical rentals. We feel like the email would be really effective because people that are going to be using it will have their email accounts, they're already paying the bill, so they could see, oh wait, this new option is going to come out, so it might increase their likelihood to continue with us. And that last bit will be 17% of the budget. And here's our media schedule. We just ran it all the way through. We decided that the best time to probably do ABC and CBS would be May and June, just because that's the time that kids are starting to get out of school. There'll be a lot of new movies that would have come out prior that would be becoming new releases, if you will, and we'd be able to run ads showing them. We decided that YouTube TV, we just advertise the whole time. An interesting proponent with some of our idea was that it's possible that in November, December, if we're having success in the May, June run, that we could incorporate it in the November, December. We didn't keep that on the media schedule, it was just an option that we had. So we will have it basically year round for most of our services besides the mail and the two major networks. It should allow us to really hit our target market and allow people to see what we have for them, I guess.
While our advertising budget denotes a greater cost to television and direct mail advertising, these are both very limited timeframes for advertising. Because of the expense with those two forms of advertising, we chose to limit it to those 2-month periods, May and June, and potentially with success, November and December, because a lot of the blockbuster movies are released during the time frame, just like Jordan mentioned. Television commercials will be used as a kickoff to the service, a catalyst. So we will not be starting the service until just before we're able to kick it off with television commercials, which is perfect because it'll bring in all those new movies direct from theaters. Then we'll be depending on YouTube TV, the in-app advertising, and social media to maintain contact with the target market. We'll be taking advantage of primetime advertising from 7 to 10 p.m. on the two most popular television networks, CBS and ABC. And that should help give our new program a really good boost. And we'll be focusing on year-end advertising, as Jordan again mentioned, with the in-app, YouTube TV, social media, and direct email advertising. So we have 3 different advertisements, or 3 different prints for the in-app advertising. of an icon, which you'll see on the left from the big screen to your screen. We'll also have a banner ad for many of the websites, as well as a lot of the social media. And that's here on the bottom. And then we have a larger print, which is, we actually have 2 of these. This is the most general one. This is to bring people directly to this service. However, we also have, then this just really enhances the idea that these are new movies, ones that had just come out. So, oh, okay, hold on. Okay, I apologize. We are missing that particular slide. But we do have another one that actually follows the theme of the storyboard as well. That is in your email. So this is the storyboard, and basically our ad begins with 2 parents who are surrounded by noisy children and screaming children, and something I think most of us can relate to fairly well. And mom turns to husband and says, for a date night? Absolutely. So they pull out the date night jar and draw out the first option. It's night on a town, get dressed up, dinner and dancing. Unfortunately, dad realizes we just don't have the cash for that. That's a pretty expensive date. So they pull out another one, and that one's dinner and a movie. And mom realizes that it's just too late to get a hold of a babysitter and nobody's available right now. So they pull out one more, and it's the stay date. Kids in bed. This is our big idea, the stay date. This is definitely what we want to focus on, and that's what the other print ad was saying. And so, of course, yes, it's a perfect idea. So they get the kids in bed, and mom and dad are looking through the movies, and they see A Quiet Place, and of course, that's perfect for their needs. Julie?
Okay, so as far as our sales promotion goes, we wanted to kind of join forces with an up and coming service which provides home delivery for food. And so the stay date, if you can stream your movie and have your food delivered, they don't even need to leave their homes. So we just interbranded with Uber Eats, and we'll be providing a discount code for every direct from theater movie rental that they download through the Netflix app. so that they can enjoy that together and then pick their meal and have that delivered as well. So we created kind of this promotional advertisement to almost like a step by step of how to execute the stay date. And as you can see, we added a hashtag in front of the stay date, so that could be incorporated in a lot of the social media sites. And then, step one, of course, is to get your new release rental purchased, and then you'll get your code. And then that discount code will just be applied in the Uber Eats application. And then they can pick whatever restaurant is working with Uber Eats and redeem a 10% uh, amount of discount for their food. And so we obviously have the couple sitting there enjoying a meal in front of the TV. And then step three, we just put repeat as needed because it's going to be an unlimited option and it'll help support Uber Eats and they will work with us on that. So that was our kind of promotional idea to help get things going. So finally, we wanted to create a press release based on public relations, and we wanted to introduce some of the different information that's been out there about Netflix. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it. It says Netflix breaks records, adds new release rentals, and gives Uber Eats discounts. So Netflix and Chill just got cooler. The streaming app is the most nominated service at the 2018 Primetime and Creative Art Emmy Award. With 112 nominations, Netflix breaks HBO's 17-year record for the most nominated network. Adding to the award-winning service, Netflix announces a new release rental service to their ever-growing streaming platform. Monthly subscription fees will remain the same, with the added option to pay the $2.95 to stream fresh from the theater entertainment for a 24-hour period. In addition to the new release rentals, Netflix is partnering with the convenient online food ordering and delivery app Uber Eats. The collaboration rewards Netflix new release rental program users with a 10% discount for each rental to use towards an Uber Eats purchase. The Uber Eats orders average around $30 a transaction, and after applying Netflix discount, the new release rental is virtually free. This rental program is advertised as the best #stay date option, reinforcing the newly formed partnership of in-home food delivery and entertainment. So we just wanted to make that as for immediate release and get it out there that this is a new service, and that the fact that they are award-winning services. Netflix is up there and heavily competing with HBO and some of those other major networks.
Well, we sure appreciate your time and your consideration. We look forward to implementing this new and exciting concept with Netflix and your customers. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, we ask that you either email us or reschedule a time for us to discuss this. And we look forward to it. Thank you so much.